everyone is keeping a close eye on new jeans who've begun their transformation into NJZ. Despite having a strong fan base that supported them throughout their departure from HYBE, many people are wondering if they'll be able to withstand such a massive change. NJZ announced its new name at the beginning of February of this year as a prevention of any copyright issues that might happen. Even though the name is very close to their former name and will possibly be pronounced as New Jeans in English, many netizens shared their positive feelings towards it. The new name announcement included a few pictures from a photo shoot the girls did with Complex magazine, and many of their fans and netizens shared how stylish their rebrand looks along with their new style. Adore reacted quickly with a statement about how they felt about the new name. Through the news media outlet TV Report, the agency reported that they find it very unfortunate that the members decided to make such a decision before the legal judgment of the validity of the exclusive contract was made. They also added that they are open to NJZ or their legal representative coming around, resolving any misunderstandings, and even discussing the group's future plans. Korean netizens shared their thoughts on this, seeming tired of Adore always repeating the same thing and adding that the girls didn't really have enough time to resolve any misunderstandings. However, immediately after their name and a new logo were released, the group was hit with accusations of plagiarism. Some netizens thought that their logo looked very similar to aespa's logo in the sense that both of these groups went for edgy fonts and metallic style. While the logos might appear the same to some, many of their fans argued that aespa doesn't really own this kind of style and that both of these groups have entirely different concepts. Alleged plagiarism seems to be less of people's worries though, as many netizens are more and more unsure about the group's future. In a short live stream the girls held on February 7th, they announced that their new song as NJZ will be revealed at the 2025 Complex Con in Hong Kong, mentioning they are currently in the middle of securing a new agency. This is when rumors started to rise, with netizens growing suspicious about the possibility of the girls signing with Bana. Bana has drawn attention for its strong ties to Adore and Min Hee-jin, as its founder Kim Ki-hyun has been a close friend of hers since the early 2010s. Reportedly, Min Hee-jin requested Kim Ki-hyun to be the main creator behind the girl group's songs. The fact that Min Hee-jin and Bana have been working closely for years could be a huge advantage for the girls, but the music critic Lim Hee-yoon posed the question if signing with a relatively small company could cause certain issues for the group. Lim shared that Bana would possibly need to work closely with other agencies for management and promotions, but the most pressing cause for concern could be the agency's budget and investment. Similarly, netizens weren't convinced that signing with Bana would be a great decision for the group. On Reddit, many netizens pointed out that Min Hee-jin sending highly confidential HYBE documents to Bana through an email could resurface as a major issue. One user on Reddit was as brave as to say that if it was true that NJZ signed with the company, the lawsuit could be devastating for them. Another user on Reddit even pointed out that if there's solid proof of Bana's involvement from the beginning, they could be sued for tampering and poaching, since confidential HYBE documents were accessed long before any claims of mistreatment were made. Many netizens felt that signing with the company would be taking a huge step backward that could potentially damage their career in the future. Some of them added their own suspicions that NJZ are gradually getting blacklisted in the South Korean industry, sharing their doubts about their new investor being a Korean company. These netizens referenced back to major K-pop organizations publicly condemning NJZ for their contract termination. KMF, also known as the Korea Management Federation, and Kpop, or Korea Entertainment Producers Association, called out the girl group for allegedly destroying the fundamental principles of the industry, even demanding the girls to return back to Adore. As one netizen summarized it, these companies argued that tampering undermines the industry, poses a huge risk to small companies, and could possibly have negative consequences for everyone in the future. The third organization that condemned their actions was the Korean Music Content Association, or KMCA, who run the Circle chart. If NJZ is going to proceed with its actions, the organization outright warned that they will remove the group's data from the Circle chart, which will exclude them from all chart rankings and make them not eligible for awards. This could lead to catastrophic consequences in the future of the group, and it's highly possible they would not be able to survive. Some netizens think that it would be a wise decision if NJZ waited at least for the results of their injunctions before debuting, as they'll have a better idea of their legal standing. NJZ admitting to looking for a new agency while their contract with HYBE hasn't reached its full termination yet is also a huge risk. But several days later, after the rumors about NJZ signing with Bana arose, NJZ's PR team shared a lengthy response in which they claimed these to be just rumors and assumptions, revealing that NJZ hadn't signed with Bana, nor that there have been any discussions. Their PR team called out 10Asia for spreading false claims without verifying the facts, and even dropped the name of the particular reporter who shared these claims. 10Asia countered back with a statement sharing that NJZ's parents allegedly tried to intimidate them. The news outlet added that they received internal information from multiple insiders that NJZ's activities are are currently managed by Bana. While it was not definitively stated that the group was moving entirely to Bana, NJC has worked previously with a producer at Bana, and they deduced that a future collaboration with the same producer is strongly possible. This pitted Tenasia and NJZ's parents against each other, adding even more confusion to an already very messy situation. While some netizens shared their sadness over the girl group saying goodbye to their signature girl next door concept, a lot of them are welcoming the new look with open arms, especially since NJZ seemingly made the concept even more popular and other groups decided to try the style for themselves. Many netizens are excited to see NJZ branch out from their comfort zone and try out many different styles, even if it's going to be the total opposite of what they're known for. Changing their concept gives them a real chance to start fresh, and sticking too closely to what they did before could have made their re-debut feel repetitive and unexciting. Their fans also wondered if NJZ are going to go for a more futuristic and intricate concept, mentioning XG as a possible comparison. A user on Reddit questioned if their new image is going to be related to their image outside of music videos and music in general, so something glitzy and high-end. The user added, "Didn't NJZ gain a strong girl speaking up for themselves in this cruel industry image too? That'd aid their rebrand." It's also possible that their new concept is going to be centered around hip-hop and rap, since NJZ are going to perform at the Complex Festival, which is known for featuring some of the most popular Asian hip-hop artists such as B.I., Zico, or Changmo. Generally, most of their fans believe that NJZ will suit the new concept a lot, judging from the few pictures that were released, but it's only a question if their music will match their new style. While most of the netizens and their fans are looking forward to seeing the new side of NJZ, the worries about their future and how the situation is going to play out are prevalent. A user expressed worry that New Jeans' actions could have lasting consequences for idols trying to break free from unfair contracts. While the user said they aren't legal experts, they fear this case might set a precedent that complicates future disputes. Others believe that any loopholes being used now will eventually be closed, making it even harder for idols to challenge their companies and further damaging the already fragile trust between idols and the industry. NJZ's performance and perception from the general public are also threatened by its scandal. Since some major organizations in Korea are boycotting NJZ and threatening them with no chart appearances and no award eligibility, a lot of netizens believe that the group is going to target the Western market after its transformation. A few of them believe that NJZ missed the opportunity to slip further into the Western market while they were still under hype, since Super Shy was incredibly popular all across social media and not only in Asia. Even though the general public in Korea absolutely loves the girl next door concept and anything nostalgic and youthful, netizens are worried that their name has been tainted too much for the group to live up to the success they had in the previous years. As unfortunate as it is, some of their fans seem to be leaving the fandom following the situation. A NJZ fan on Reddit made a post talking about how they were once a big fan of NJZ and said that their feelings have now shifted. They claimed that they supported the group at first, but after the scandal blew up, they now find themselves on the other side. Another netizen on Reddit expressed that they went from casually enjoying their music to actively disliking the group. It seems that the situation has gotten too exhausting to keep up for some people, and they've decided to check out of it altogether. While NJZ seems to be confident in their journey as a new group, there are still a lot of things that could seriously affect their future as a group and their career. A lot of netizens are secretly hoping that NJZ have some aces up their sleeves they will pull out during the following court hearings that could turn the situation and pull the general public and fans in their favor. If the girls come out of this as the defeated ones, it's difficult to imagine how NJZ will decide to move forward and if they'll be able to stay in the industry.